Fred Mangol, Captain, U.S. Navy, retired. It was hard. In one way I was tired, you know. I mean, I would be up shooting every morning at 7, and I would be up until 3, 4 every night in the morning, okay? And so I would come home and Pauline would say, damn, I would be about 168 pounds when I got home instead of my normal 190 something, you know? And because I wouldn't get any sleep, you know, had a lot of stress, you know, a lot of stress. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I love the crew. By the way, this crew still meets every year. Every year. It's been going on for over 40 years now. We're going to meet in Norfolk this summer again, or this fall again. We always meet every fall. There's fewer and fewer of us. We're dying off, you know. But I only went across the piers in Yokosuka. I went from this ship in Yokosuka, home port, to 7th Fleet staff, you know. And as hard as I worked on there, it was about as hard on 7th Fleet staff too. You know, I mean, we worked horrible hours. And the worst part of it was we worked horrible hours when we were in our own home port on 7th Fleet staff. There were no breaks. You know, we had a 226 ship fleet, and boy, it never stopped. You know, it never stopped. 7th Fleet staff. We were right at the height of the Vietnam War. I worked hand in glove with a wonderful man. His name was Jodo Kataspati. He looked somewhat like Alley-Oop, the cartoon character. Hairiest man I've ever known in my life. He was a Fleet Marine officer. He was literally a legend in his own time. He had fought at Guadalcanal. He had fought at Peleliu. He was the operations officer for the assault on Incheon. He then became the operations officer for the 1st Marine Regiment under, he fought for Chesty Puller. He was Chesty Puller's operations officer, okay? So wherever we went in the Marine Corps, and we went a lot together, you know, they couldn't do enough for him, and therefore I trailed along with him, right? And we went ashore a lot in in I Corps, and with 3 MAF, and what we were trying to do, it was obvious that when we started together there in 1967, after I left the St. Francis River, that the security for the raids along the coast by the Marines were we had to tell the Army what we were doing, and it was being leaked to the Viet Cong and to the north Vietnamese. And so what we finally managed to do was cut that off. We just didn't tell them anymore. And the raids then became more successful. Obviously, they didn't know we were coming. But some of those raids were brutal for us as well. And it was tough. It was tough going.